Hi there, my name is Austin Miller. In this video I'm going to teach you how to configure notification rules. Notification rules are a really cool and powerful feature of PagerTree. They are a subset of the routers feature and can specify custom notification sequences and cycles based on alert conditions. If you haven't already, make sure you're already familiar with the alert workflow. It's also highly recommended that you open the router's knowledge base page in a new tab. This will serve as a helpful reference while we configure the router. And as a refresher, notification rules will be processed after PagerTree has decided the user to be notified, but before the user's default notification channels are used. Before we can get started creating our notification rules, we will need to enable advanced mode. We can do this by clicking our name in the upper left-hand corner. Then in our settings section, toggle the switch labeled Advanced Mode. You'll notice once we've enabled Advanced Mode, the left-hand navigation menu will now show Routers. Now click the Routers tab. Now in the top right-hand corner, click the Create Router button. Let's give the router a name. For this example, let's call it Voice Repeat and set the type to Notification Rules. Once the router is created, you'll see the router configuration page. Right now it's empty, so let's go ahead and click the Get Sample button to get the default configuration. The first thing you'll notice is that the code has been added in the panel on the right. Important to note, the code language is YAML. If you're not very familiar with YAML, that's okay. Just note that indentation is key when writing YAML. So as we go through this example, and as you write your own notification rules in the future, make sure you're using proper indentation. The sample code that was provided for us is fairly basic. The key pieces being routers are made up of many rules. Each rule has a single match condition and a single action section. In the match condition, you can use a very flexible MongoDB style syntax to match on alert attributes or time-based conditions. In the action section, we can specify how we want to be notified, if we want to be even notified at all. Another thing that is important to note, rules will be matched in the order that they are specified in the YAML file, top down, so order is important. Again, all of this information can be found on the router's knowledge base page. Now let's take a look at what this example router says. The condition says, if the alert title matches a regular expression containing the literal string, special title, case insensitive, then notify me immediately via email and Slack. Then wait for 1 minute. Then notify me via voice. Then wait 5 minutes. Then repeat this cycle one more time. That's great and all, but let's change this to something more production worthy. Let's change the condition to say, if the urgency is high or critical, call me every minute. So first we'll change the match condition to use the alert urgency with the in operator. Then let's change the notification cycle to say voice and repeat 3 times. Once we're done with that, we'll click Save Now. The next piece is to connect these rules to the users that should use them. For this example, I'm going to connect these to my user. To do that, I'll click my name in the upper left-hand corner to go to my Preferences page. In the Key Info section on the left, under the Notification Rules, I'll double-click where it says None and now select the Voice Repeat Notification Rules, then click Save. And just a quick note while we are here, if no rules in our notification rules match, PagerTree will automatically try to use your default notification channels. You can see those under the Settings tab on the right. Great. Now that everything is connected, we can test this out. To test this out, we can manually create an alert. Let's test that the notification rule actually calls me multiple times. So we'll click the Create Alert button from the lower right-hand corner. In the form, make the title say Multiple Calls Test, and let's set the urgency to critical. Now I'll assign it directly to myself and click Save. I'll fast forward the video here, but as you can see, it's going to call me multiple times. You can see this both in the alert logs as well as the notifications tab. This was just a basic example, but as you can see, the match conditions are very flexible. You can be as broad or specific in your conditions as needed. All of the operators that can be used can be found on our knowledge base page. It's also important to know that you can nest conditions, for example, using the AND operator.